Hey guys, I've had my AGT MX-MZW14 for a couple days. It's the same as the MRW14 that just has a Zonson engine instead of a Rado. So I've had it for a couple days. I wanted a wheeled machine because I was tired of tracks. So I've had it for a couple days. There's a few things I like and there's a few things I don't like about it. So first of all, it's a wheeled machine. There's chains. It connects each drive wheel together with the hydraulic motor in the middle. One thing you'll notice about it compared to like the track machines is the loader lift height is so much higher because the arms are mounted up higher. It lifts so much higher. The one thing that's not good about it is the bucket curled all the way back. And this plate is not even tilted backwards. It's still forward a bit. This bucket has quite an angle to it, so you can actually curl back. I found if I hook up a set of pallet forks or an auger to it, I can't curl it back. So that's a pretty big thing. The mechanical self-leveling loader, really nice. Other than the loader comes up so close to your hands when you're running it. It's kind of sketchy. Another thing about this, when you get them, the controls are just weird. They're not your normal North American H pattern. So I changed them all around, all the hoses around. There's another video showing what I did. It's kind of hard to film, but I changed them around so they're kind of normal. So you see, self-leveling loader, real nice. You can see here the loader's all the way down. The bucket's all the way curled back. This plate is still leaning forward slightly. The bucket's curled back because there's quite an angle to it. But if you had forks on it, you can't curl back. Another thing that's kind of sucks about it is with the mechanical self-leveling link in the middle here, you can't get to anything underneath. It's hard to work on anything. You have to have it up in the air. There's no safeties to lock the arms up. Even if you do take off the panel, 4 bolts. I lost one of the bolts, but you can take it off and get to a bunch more stuff. Hydraulic sight glass down here. This thing there's quite a bit of oil on it. It's pretty thick. It's pretty decent oil. It wasn't on the sight glass, but there's quite a bit in there if you drain it. There's the drain plug down under there. I have another video showing where I changed it. So the operating platform, I kind of like this rigid piece instead of the folding one. It's kind of nice because like you can end up wheeling this thing pretty easy, and having the rigid tail like step here stops it from flipping back so much. Like if you're climbing a hill and you started kind of wheeling, this would prevent you from going over. It might kind of get in the way if you're like trying to back down a trailer or something. It might dig in, won't fold up. This side you got the rad or the hydraulic cooler fan here. You don't even notice when you're standing beside it. It's just blowing air out. This is a hydraulic cooler right there. This side there's nothing in here. Just hollow, just to make it look symmetrical. Probably could cut some holes in it and make it so you can put some tools in it, or cut the top out, make a nice storage container, throw chains or something. I don't know. So these ones has this JB460 engine, Zonson. These have been showing up in all the auctions here in Canada lately. All the Rados seem to be not coming on the new equipment. They all have the Z in the name. Even all the AGT mini hose and all that stuff like that. So it does have electric start key up here. It doesn't have the choke cable or the throttle cable like a lot of other machines. You got to reach down here and choke. I do find that this engine, you don't have to choke it every time you go to start it. So that is a nice thing. If you have it idled down too much, the idle is kind of wonky on it. The exhaust is kind of loud because this extension on the muffler isn't quite lined up. I tried to take these screws out and try lining it up better, but I couldn't get it lined up. So it's a little louder that way. You can hear kind of more of a popping sound, but has a horn. Has LED lights. Overall, it's a pretty nice little machine. I couldn't run it with the way that the controls were factory. I just, 15 years of running H pattern, you just can't I just couldn't figure it out. Well, I mean, I could have over time, but so it has a case drain too. This return here, this third hose, this just goes directly back into the hydraulic tank. It's not like you're really going to be running any attachments that really need a case drain on this because it's only a 2-pump. So you can't really move and run like a mower or a trencher or something like that at the same time. It just doesn't work. One thing I also really hate about it is these bucket latches here. You see they're facing this way. You can't turn them. They don't stay up. They don't. The JQ400 had, the AGT LRT23, most other machines, this pin is either like this way and you can turn it 180 and the rest will sit better. These ones just don't, so they're a real pain in the ass to get a bucket off. You kind of gotta put a little bit of downward pressure, just a little bit, and then come down here and reef on the pin. Or you can kind of get them to hold sometimes. You see they just, it's really dumb. And I took the pin out. I took this bolt out to try turning the pin a bit so I can get more rotation on it, but this bolt actually goes through the pin. It's not just pinching it, so you can't do that. Yeah. Oh, another thing, here's your auxiliary hydraulics. A lot of machines will have like a little Z or a H cut out in the metal, and you move the lever and you push it over the hole, but this one has a detent, so it stays. It's kind of nice for, I mean, if you're running an auger or a trencher or a sweeper, not that this thing really does run it very well with the 2-pump, but it's kind of nice. The augers work pretty good because you're not moving, so you can just go like that. But running like a grapple or anything is kind of tricky because you gotta try not to, you know, just have it crunching down, maxing out your hydraulics, and you try to kick it off, and then you go too far and it goes in reverse. But other than that, it's pretty sweet. It's also pretty light compared to like a track machine or the 23 horse machines. Like my John Deere 317, 1700 pound lift capacity machine, it lifted no problem. I lifted it up in the box of my truck, took it to the car wash in the box of my truck to wash out all the hydraulic oil and everything. But this machine lifts it no problem. Come on, rain. One more obvious thing I forgot to mention, I noticed when I was about to start editing the video, is the bucket. It's narrow. It's narrower than the machine. It's only a 32-inch bucket. I think the machine's something... the machine is 40 inches wide. I just measured it. So the bucket's 32, the machine's 40. So you have 4 inches or whatever on each side. That's not covered, but I mean, it's still good for dirt. Plowing snow might be kind of annoying. It's pretty easy to get other attachments for this, but yeah, for your general purpose, friggin' moving gravel, moving dirt, you won't have any issue with that. You're not digging a trench. So yeah, if you'd like to see some more videos on these Chinese machines, hit the like, subscribe. I just purchased a diesel mini hoe that I'm gonna be picking up here this week, so you can hit subscribe if you want to see that.